but there's some other ones you made.
There's like medicated like shampoo that I kind of use for my scalp.
Isn't it like deodorant with aluminum in it is bad for you or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably a conspiracy
Aluminum
thing. Right? Chemtrails in the deodorant.
Chemtrails and aluminum in
clogs
deodorant.
your fucking pores
All
up.
right.
Aluminum is bad for you.
Episode
period.
number
9.
True
Is
Bonercast.
it 9?
Episode numero
You
9.
guys haven't been putting them up, have you? I don't know.
Episode number 9, True Bonercast, J-Dubs, a.k.a. Be Real, a.k.a. what was the other one?
I don't think he doesn't have nothing
No,
else.
when you put up articles, it shows us John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah.
That's the other one.
Lights Out, a.k.a. Kurz, Targaz,
A.k.a. Keith.
a.k.a. Fat Keith,
a.k.a. just Keith.
a.k.a. Arcades.
I'm not Arcades.
Tired of it already.
Let's just move on.
That's everyone. That's like the one complaint I've got is just that my intro's too long.
What, you got complaints about that?
Yeah, from Nate.
I think your intro's not long enough, honestly.
Nate said it was too long.
I think we
back,
need like
back
9
to
more
useless
AK.
bathroom products.
Mouthwash, apparently. Well, mouthwash
Really?
with alcohol.
I thought mouthwash, the whole thing was, the problem with it was people kept rinsing out afterwards. It has fluoride in it, so you don't
not
wanna
all
rinse your
mouthwash
mouth
has
out
fluoride in
after-
it. You have to buy a certain
after.
kind of. Not every Listerine has fluoride. I buy the one that does.
Whoa.
The purple one.
Well, there's
does.
like extra one.
the purple one's good. I love it.
Total care.
No, but when you use a mouthwash with alcohol, it dries out your mouth, and a dry mouth promotes bacterial growth. Saliva is the body's natural way of getting.
Oh yeah,
rid
that's
of.
why meth addicts lose their teeth because their mouth is dry.
It's too dry.
They don't
But
create
why
saliva.
did the dentist say to do it?
My dentist recommends mouthwash without alcohol.
Ah,
I don't know
smart
what your
guy
guy-
probably.
Smart guy.
Mine recommended
Fluoride.
the Listerine with fluoride, or at least the technician.
Yeah.
What are they called? Hygienist.
Hygienist.
Oh,
maybe?
hygienicist?
Yes.
Hygienicist.
Or dental assistant?
Dental hygienicist. How it
Yeah,
all
dental
began.
hygienist.
Are there male hygienists?
Mine's
sure.
mine's
Whoa,
male.
Whoa, that's
I've never seen
That's
one.
really
You ever seen a male
discriminatory.
nurse?
Yes.
Not on TV?
Yes.
All right, well, it's the same odds, so you just see more nurses
No,
than dental.
I don't think.
I think there's
I think
more
when you
pride
see
in
more
being a
nurses than you see
hygienist.
dental hygienists.
Well, maybe there's more nurses in general.
Well, there's
Oh,
a lot
'cause-
more nurses.
What
in
was
general.
that movie? Where it was Charlie from Always Sunny. He was like a dental hygienist, and his boss was horrible bosses.
I feel like it
Yeah,
would
he
be
was
a
a
kind of
male
it
and
kind of
his
would be cool. Yeah.
boss was always trying to fuck him.
I don't know.
I think
why
there's
said-
more manliness in being a dental hygienist than a male nurse.
I don't know. I feel like there's nothing.
I feel like there's equal manliness in both.
Yeah.
What?
I don't judge.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying,
I'm
if you had to
above that.
judge, if you had to judge,
I mean,
If I had to judge,
I don't know.
I'd say, I don't know. Nursing is just like has this whole like motherly,
it's a
like,
motherly
history
thing.
to it.
Yeah, dental hygienist.
Like
you're like
there's
you're
nothing
using
to it
tools.
really.
You're
So
using
you
tools.
can,
Yeah,
there's
you're
not
right.
much to dental hygienists.
Yeah, there
so
is,
you
man.
can just like shift it.
they do pretty much everything.
Yeah,
But
they do all the
not,
work.
Like, they're not like you don't like see a
They
lot
don't-
on TV.
They don't
know?
assess, but they do all the work. They don't.
There's not like a
assess.
famous dental hygienist. Meanwhile, he has like.
Why do you keep
Flooring
calling a
Nightingale.
hygienicist?
Hygienist.
Oh yeah,
I thought you were joking.
Hygienicist.
I thought you were joking about that.
But
No,
yeah,
the other thing.
like there's famous nurses, but there's no
who
famous.
Who are the famous nurses? The 5 famous nurses. Go.
Name
Molly Pitcher, and then there's like Florence Nightingale.
Jesus Christ.
That was like the World
I don't know.
War I one.
I mean, I know Molly
couldn't
Pitcher.
name
Mother
one.
Teresa.
I couldn't.
sounds like
I didn't
nursing.
think of Molly Pitcher as a nurse.
I don't know if she officially was. She just bought water to people, but you know.
She was badass.
I could probably just
Did
say
she have a
some
nursing
Greek woman.
degree? That's where we draw the line.
I don't think there even were accredited nursing degrees. That's
Well, then there
when
was
you
no
did it.
nurses.
Dude, World War I, you were hiring nurses. You weren't hiring people for dental.
Nope.
Can't call nope. Can't call them nurses.
Volunteers for the war effort.
Today's standards can be applied to the past, and that's how it works. Sorry,
That's how problems get solved.
that's how we
Either
solve
way,
problems here.
The dental job is manlier.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was just wondering if you guys have ever seen a male. I've never seen one.
Mine is
I've only seen like
That's
3.
cool. That's cool.
Mine's a Spanish guy. He's like, I'm trying to get my dental degree, and
Nice.
he's like that kind of
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
All right, Javier.
Hell yeah.
What's his name? Jose. It's probably Jose.
Jesus Christ. Jesus. Oh my God.
No, I really think it's Jose though.
I
I'm
know,
not joking.
but come on.
But
Come
give me.
What
a
else
fucking
is
break.
useless in the bathroom?
Yeah. Oh.
Anti-aging creams. which
I only rub
take
those
off.
on my
those
dick.
are just a scam. For
I just
women.
rub them
Well,
on
those
my
are
boner.
scam. That's more well known. That's no surprise
Yeah.
there.
Everyone knows that shit's a waste of money.
Dude,
Yeah, it takes off anything that
anti-age
takes
your
off
boner,
layers
man.
of your skin, leaves your skin
Boner's
weak
always young.
and more susceptible to damage.
That's not a young boner.
Just like,
I
oh, now
guess.
you have to buy like higher SPF. Like now you have to buy more sunscreen because you're using the aging.
Right, you should just be using sunscreen to be. That's your anti-aging cream right there. Ladies,
yeah.
let me tell
Heard it
you.
here first.
Heard it here first. Just
We cracked the
use sunscreen.
science.
We
I just had this weird vision of just like a product that somehow is just like in a bottle, but you just like stick it on your boner and you like move it around and like get the cream all through your
Like
boner.
Like that, there's it's called like there's an applicator for that.
Yeah.
Like, it's a
It's called
special
a-
applicator
Just
for
like
this
pop
cream.
the top up and just like shrunk it on, just like spin it once and take it off.
Oh, it's called a fleshlight.
No, that's not for jacking off. It's for applying like a,
Right, but
a
you
nice
could
cream to your
you
boner.
could put a cream in the fleshlight and apply it to your boner.
No, but it has no like it's not sexual at all. It's
Well, it
just,
doesn't have
it's
the
just for
fleshlight
like
doesn't have to be.
Slide it over your boner. You gotta be erect. You have to be erect to use it.
Yeah.
There's nothing sexual about it
Dude,
at all.
it's like you
No,
get
it comes,
just have to
it
be
comes with a
aroused.
pamphlet of women in bikinis, so you can get to that state,
Yeah,
but not
it's
really
like-
desire.
it's all
any sex.
You're
about-
not supposed to enjoy
it's all about-
it.
Yeah, don't
It's
enjoy it.
You know,
Just
like-
get there.
It's all about
It's like
better
when
the
they go to
boner.
colonoscopies
I guess.
to
All right,
get
so
off.
it's sexual. Okay, it's
Yeah,
sexual.
okay, you have to be aroused.
No, you get there, and then you get over.
I don't know. I was just thinking of like a non-sexual boner.
Like
Like it's for morning. It's like
Well, yeah,
specifically when you
Or
wake up
it-
with morning. When
well,
you
that
have to use
exists.
this
Yeah, I
thing.
know. Just like a
Non-sexual
boner, just for
boners
boner's
exist.
Oh,
sake,
dude,
I just,
NRBs,
like-
no reason boners.
Yeah.
All
Well-
the time. Road boners, you're just on the road vibrations.
Keith wasn't talking about NRBs. He said boners for boner's sake. What does that
Just one for putting it out
Yeah.
there, like
just for
you know,
doing
the world,
it, man.
the world could use another one right
Yeah.
now. Just like work it up non-sexually somehow.
Sorry about that tangent. I don't
Just
know
be-
why. I don't know why anti-aging cream just made me think
Just
of that.
muscle through getting a boner non-sexually.
Muscle through it, just bearing it. No, the other thing is shampoo.
Really, I feel like shampoo is useful.
They did a study. I'm
If
not
anything,
gonna.
it just makes you smell not like shit.
Well, don't quote me on any numbers here, but
All right.
the study, I'm gonna say maybe 600 people or something like that.
Okay.
Half of them went for 6 weeks without using shampoo
And their
And-
hair didn't smell bad?
and noticed no difference to their
Really?
hair.
I feel like when I don't use soap, my hair is not poofy.
Well,
Right, like I feel like my hair gets oily
Yeah,
Well,
my
if
hair
I don't
gets-
wash it for a while, like just from like
but the
sweat
thing is,
and, like,
daily. Shampoo gets rid of the oils and it gets rid of dirt. So it does clean your hair, but conditioner's purpose is to replace the oils with a, it's not what your body naturally produces. It's a mock,
Yeah, but you want the oil, so that was the problem with shampoo, right?
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
It's good because you got to clean it. But
But if
You
you
want the
dry your
oils,
hair
but you
out-
want to clean it. So
Why do we know this much about hair?
it's just
Yeah.
your hair produces something called sebum. I think it's called sebum. Close to
If
not,
you wash it with just water, does it get rid of the oils?
I don't know what they were
Semen?
suggesting. Yeah, if you use semen, I think that's a good replacement.
That one girl
You
in
store it up
high
in a
school
bottle.
said that.
Ugh.
Well, that
Remember
kind of
that?
makes sense. I don't know. I don't think
It's
semen
like,
is
the
semen,
proteins are good for my hair.
but semen's not water soluble, so, right?
of course, it's water soluble.
Yeah, but no, it's got like low solubility.
Didn't you see
I
that
don't
graph?
think so. It's like water based. It comes.
No,
from
you know when
the
you're
air.
in the shower and you have like cum on your hand, it doesn't.
Oh, it's like
just-
snot, kinda.
Yeah, it doesn't like dissolve and like wash away. You gotta like fucking flick it. You gotta, you gotta,
Get soap in there. Yeah, you gotta get soap.
you gotta really try to not have it on you when you get out of the shower.
Yeah, it's like you'd have to put it in like boiling water to get it to like homogenize.
You'd have to use like bleach. You
Yeah.
have to shower with bleach, which is what I do. But
Imagine if fucking like jizz like was like really like it's stained like really bad. And you had to be really
Oh, that'd
careful
be
Oh,
awesome.
like to
about.
hide them all.
You had to
that?
be really careful about like where your jizz
It was like
went.
as bad as like shitting on something.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's like, oh, I gotta handle it.
brown
Well,
stain.
it kind of is. It is as
but, like, 'cause
bad, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it
leave a
doesn't
trace.
smell and like it dries clear
Yeah.
or mostly clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about like shitting. If it was that bad, just like it'd
it's
be
like-
such a hassle to
Yeah,
beat
it's
off.
like
you know?
mud brown.
Really like
Because it's got that chlorine smell, but if it just made the whole room smell like
Chlorine
you
smell.
know?
What are you eating?
I don't know. It just comes. It's got like a chlorine.
Have
what
you
does
ever
it smell
smelled
like?
those
Doesn't
trees?
smell- I know what you mean.
There's
Yes.
trees
Right?
by
It's not like
there's
pure
trees by
Yeah.
Keith's house.
There's trees. They're all over the place, man.
Well, most of them.
It's gonna come. It's gonna.
Trees in my reality.
It's gonna start. It's gonna start soon, man. It's gonna start soon.
What? Like it gives off a.
Have you ever been by the bridge?
I feel like I remember this one back in the day, but I feel like I never personally smelled one.
Oh, dude, you gotta have. There's
my
jizz
God.
trees all over the place.
It smells.
It's like people are coming on these trees.
It's like it's like a fresh like jizz rain just happened in that area, and you're walking through like a misty jizz,
humid,
jizz forest.
Fog, like
no, that's what it's like.
Yeah.
It goes up your nostrils,
fog of
and
jizz.
Like a bunch of dudes at night just like slept walking into the forest and just like.
that's why so many girls. That's why so many girls
out.
have sex by that bridge. It turns them on. It's a pheromone thing.
Was that ever a hookup spot for kids?
Oh yeah,
Sure, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was. Well, yeah, just whatever kids lived there, it was their spot.
No man, people came from all over.
Like kids from the north
there's
side
a
of
high
town would
concentration
go.
of those jizz trees, and it's synergy.
I feel like
it,
they're also by
exponentially.
I feel like they're also by Josh's house.
It blows you away.
Josh's
I've never
mom's
smelt the ones over
old
there,
house.
but
Really? I feel like that was
But so
always
what's
there,
that smell
dude.
like? The only way to describe it is it smells like
it
jizz.
smells
just
exactly
like
like
jizz.
fresh semen, like fresh,
like a jizz wizard.
like
just
Jizz
from
wizard, cast
Whole
a spell.
Foods, like real
Yeah.
fresh, right off the farm. They just milked it. Whole Foods.
free range.
Free range, yeah, free range men. Free
This
range.
podcast has been
These
real
loads
fucking.
are from free range, organic free range.
Yeah.
They're not caged.
No, there's no.
These are the most natural loads you can
There's
get.
nothing over processed
free
about
range
it.
loads.
This is the way God wanted loads to be.
It's the way he wanted them
Fair
to
trade,
smell.
fair trade loads.
Fair trade loads.
Is there debate about whether Jesus Christ actually lived or not?
Definitely.
No, I read a book
definitely
that
is a debate.
explained Jesus, but
Is
I
there
don't- I
still
mean, I
debate?
think
I've never
there's
read a
I'm-
book like saying that
I
he
don't-
wasn't an actual
I'm
figure.
pretty sure that's a debate. People debate that.
I don't think that's that much of a
I'm
debate
sure people
anymore.
could say like, it was like a few different guys, and none of them were actually, like that guy is an amalgamation of a couple other
Well,
stories.
Why do we
someone-
always end up talking about boners and Jesus?
I don't know. I do really get
That's like, what else is there to talk about, really?
What the fuck? Let's get
No,
back to
no,
these.
hold on.
True.
Something.
There's religion.
No, but all right. A little birdie told me today that there's as much evidence. There, you can say. How do I put this? There's as much evidence that Jesus was alive as there is George Washington was ever alive. Like,
I mean, it was kind of just one book, but you have multiple writings.
no, but there's
different-
people.
I mean,
Yeah.
all the writings about him
There's
started.
records
Other
of him
people
as just a
account for
normal
it.
dude, I guess.
Other
I
people
don't know,
account for
as
that
a
story where
dude of
this
the
guy
time.
was crucified or
I don't know, it
whatever,
was a
right?
But it's
normal,
like
but-
the first time you hear of the story is after his time, so you don't know how accurate it is.
Yeah.
Although the argument is we'll say we know definitively its history in a book from a time period when we have an even sketchier source than the Bible. Like how the Bible stands up by having multiple sources.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we'll just take one source and be like, boom, that's what it was from one source. And in this book, you have multiple sources. So it should stand up even further. And it's written more recently
I
than
just
other
didn't know if
sources.
that was the debate, for people that are like, oh, I don't know how I feel about, Christianity or something like that,
Yeah.
But saying Jesus just wasn't?
Yeah, like, oh, that guy never existed. That's why the whole story doesn't work, or something like
I
that.
never heard someone cutting it off that early. from the
Yeah,
game.
man, I thought that was a debate.
There's
I
people
wasn't.
that are
I
out
don't
there that are
subscribe
like
to that
that.
debate, but
I'm sure there's someone like that. But fuck them.
Yeah.
there's one
So
person.
what other
out there.
bathroom products are useless?
Just working our way up the face.
Well, dude, you
I
just
know,
gotta keep
shampoo
coming
and
back to
mouthwash.
this.
No,
This
I
keeps
think
sparking good tangents.
honestly, I had 3. I don't think there was any
Yeah.
more.
What about like?
Now you just gonna name. What about combs?
No, like,
Q-tips are a scam.
what about like
there you
face?
go.
Why are
I was,
Q-
I was
why are
expecting
Q-tips
like
a scam?
face wash to be on that list. Like,
Well,
No, face wash. What?
I don't know, man. Like it doesn't actually do shit.
No, my face wash definitely does.
I feel like mine.
it washes your face.
Yeah, like
I mean, but I feel like it doesn't
like,
clean my
it is
like my
fresh.
pores out and shit. I don't know. I feel
Well,
like my
I mean,
face-
anything
See,
like
I think you gotta get a
exfoliating.
different brand of face wash.
Dude, I've tried different brands.
They have this.
I'm switching to bar soap.
Eh.
I was big in bar soap. When
I was just gonna say
abroad.
they have this stuff called bar soap.
Well, I came back and then I started buying. I bought every brand that called itself body wash and shampoo in one.
Oh, I
It was
hate
just
that.
Body
I
wash
don't like
and then
that.
I found all the brands that were that, and so I've been buying them over the last year, and I've been through them all. And I'm ending disappointedly on the only Axe one I saw that was labeled as both.
Is this an experiment?
It was just like being a consumer, just try all the different soaps. So now I went through all those. So now like I'm going to go on to all the bar soaps.
I don't feel like there's any good shampoos. Period.
Well, see, that's why I was like, there's never one that's like, oh my god, it's made. Like in my opinion, from doing this, Old Spice was the best. But it's like,
maybe.
How do I know the other ones are no good without trying them?
Fuck Garnier,
so I just went
dude.
through every single
Garnier.
Garnier.
Fructis?
No, wait. What's the other one? Garnier and there's another awful, shitty shampoo
Garnier
that's like
is
super
good. It's
cheap.
Like $12 a bottle.
No, it's not. It's like $1, dude.
Oh, is it? Like,
yeah.
Oh, and then if that's cheap, what's the other one?
There's another one that's really
like
cheap.
White something.
Yeah.
And then Suave. And then Pert Plus
Suave's okay.
Pert Plus.
Anyway.
VO5.
Anyway.
Yeah, VO5's cheap.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. VO5. That stuff's just like it's
that
like adding grease.
Glue,
It's like you're adding grease. It's like dipping your head in a bucket of oil.
It seems like they came up with this consistency in the '60s and just never changed it.
They just
it's like, whoa, look how thick we made this.
Look at this stuff. Look at this stuff we found deep down. It's black.
It's like a petroleum byproduct.
It's basically, essentially. So you just got back from Seattle, where you were there.
For work.
No. It was an escort thing, right?
There was no escorts involved, but I did get to go there, and I didn't have to do as much work as a normal business trip. So I did get to go all around Seattle, hit up a bunch of spots. I think the first day was just go to that waterfront.
Went to the fucking
dudes are like
Sounders
throwing
game.
fish.
What?
Like there's the market in Seattle.
Are there a lot of they selling carp over there? Is that what they're doing?
There's like a bunch like tilapia, tuna.
Well, I mean that's here.
But like out in the market, it's just like the guys yell at the yard, it's like meh, 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 and they like throw a big fish, and then the other guy catches it.
Restaurants guys there buying it.
I mean, there's people coming up and taking pictures. It's like a total tourist attraction.
Oh, the big
But it's
fish.
an actual functioning.
It is an
fish
actual
market.
functioning place, and like people are getting orders. But
Is
there's
it
more
big?
people standing around looking.
Is it
than
big
getting
or no?
orders.
All these people throwing carp.
Not really. It was just some.
Is it just like this one place that still does it?
That's what it seemed like. I mean, I was only there once, and there's a bunch of other shops at this market, but it was like there was that one place that did the fish throwing.
Gotcha.
Seattle. I can't
Seattle.
imagine that being a good city.
It was great.
No, it looks like I've heard
5.3% Mexican.
I've heard it's an awesome place.
Is it a good thing or
It's 20% Asian, then like 70%
20%
white.
Asian? Really?
Yeah, it's like it has a lot of Pacific Islanders.
Oh, really? In Seattle? Wow.
Yeah, I ended up going to like an Islander bar one night where it was just
Live music?
me and my Caucasian friends and an entire crowd of like 60 or 70 Asians.
60 or 70
there was
Pacific
live
Islanders.
music. Yeah, Pacific Islanders. It was
I
like,
love
oh, whoa,
the Pacific
like,
Islanders.
just like-
I always wanted to put that on, like when I was testing in school, and you had to like check off what
Oh, like,
race
as
you
your
were. I always
race?
wanted to put Pacific Islander.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
unique one.
It definitely is.
There's like
It's a
such
good
a
one,
big
man.
spectrum.
It's a good one.
Samoa.
It's a good
like
one.
Easter Islander person.
Yeah, you got Samoa. You got what else? That's it, really.
Laos.
Other.
Laos isn't an island.
the
You got those
other-
archipelagios. Malaysia.
Archipelagiae.
Singapore, Archipelagia.
I think it's just Samoa.
Just Pacific Islanders. It's just Saint Samoan. Just Pacific Islanders.
Well, they don't want to offend them and call them Samoans.
But yeah, I went to like a Seattle Sounders game. It's the CONCACAF Champions League, and their football support is like ridiculous compared
So
to
much.
here.
Are you speaking about American football?
No.
No,
Soccer.
like football, soccer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was getting confused because I'm thinking like they play where the football stadium is, but you like go and start walking around, and everybody has not just jerseys.
They don't play in the same stadium, do they?
Yeah, they do. It's the
Oh.
football team. Like everyone with like jackets and stuff. And then when you go there, it's like tradition to put the scarf up. Like all these people all around the stadium all have scarves. But like if you go to a Red Bulls game, it's primarily the supporters section. And there I was like felt out of place not having a scarf.
Well,
Then
you
they
got to
got
buy a
losing.
scarf, man.
What?
You got to buy a scarf, dude.
I wasn't gonna buy a Seattle Sounders scarf. Just like get there, like these colors don't bleed. Like holding up the Sounders scarf. But yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
fuck that
such a
scarf.
big community. This game wasn't even a regular MLS game, and it had 21,000 people.
Wow.
Meanwhile,
The
at the
hell?
stadium for us, the Red Bulls, it maxes at 20,000.
What the hell?
And my friend,
Doesn't, no,
Why is it so
it's
big?
like 30 something, but it never gets.
yeah, normally the crowd's 20,000.
Not even.
But I was talking to my friend who's a Sounders fan, and she was saying she had been to a game with 67,000 people once.
Why does it get
for
so big?
soccer. I don't know. Just people in
Why?
Seattle
It's
love
the
it.
Is it
best
televised?
sport, man.
Well,
Yeah, it's
that's not the
televised.
question.
The other thing is like the location of their stadiums is just like downtown in the city. Like when I think about our stadiums here, like if you think about
But
Giants
yeah, no,
Stadium,
I don't understand why they
or
have
Red Bull
like
Stadium.
all the teams on the West have like their support is crazy.
It's just
Over here, it's dead.
Yeah,
right
it
there
is.
in the middle of the city. Here, it's like they try and
Makes
make
no
getting to
fucking
the stadiums
sense,
here
man.
as convenient as possible. But there's nothing just like having all these bars like of a city just around the stadium.
Yeah.
And then when you get out of the game, there's all these dudes set up selling Seattle hot dogs, which is a hot dog with cream cheese.
Yeah, man. The
Ooh.
location.
Yeah,
of,
it was
the,
good.
The
Was it?
location
Hot
of
dog
the
with cream cheese, grilled onions, and sriracha.
the location
So
of
what's
Red Bull
the
Arena
hot
does
two for
not
six?
help
The
the
hot sauce?
attendance.
Oh, have you ever had horchata?
No.
I think so.
It's this drink. It's a weird like milky kind of like rice drink or something. I had it in L.A. They have it
I'm
in
not
all like the
thinking of-
taco places. Horchata.
There's something
It's
I get
delicious.
when I go
It's
out
fucking
with the Puerto
delicious.
Rican guy
Fucking
at work, but
delicious.
Yeah, it's not that. That sounds good. Though.
Horchata.
Like
Oh, it's
bubble
so-
tea of Mexico.
It's like it's like a ricey like almost like liquid rice pudding, but like almost coconutty or something, or like cinnamony. It's really
but the
good.
Sounders lost that game, right? Sorry.
Sounders did lose 1-0 to Santos Lagunas or whatever.
Where were they from?
Some
Brazil?
other fucking team.
Some Mexican team,
Oh,
I
man.
guess.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
that's right.
Or
Brazil.
South America. I have no
They're-
fucking idea what teams are in that
CONCACAF.
league.
I feel like
I'd never heard about it until I was going there.
is
to Seattle.
the
What, the
field
CONCACAF
smaller
Champions
over
League?
here than in England or in Europe?
Every
The
field.
fields are different sizes.
All fields are different.
I feel like
sizes.
the game I went to. Do you guys remember that when I came
that
to
was
the
at
soccer game?
Giants Stadium, I think. Or did you come to the? Yeah, that was Giants.
It was a
Stadium.
Red
No,
Bulls
man,
game.
that
I don't
was-
know.
What?
It was a Red Bulls game.
We were hanging out in the parking lot beforehand.
Well, that's every game, but yeah,
He came to that game.
He came to. I think that was a while. Bob was there. Like a bunch of people.
a bunch of people went,
Yeah, that was at Giants Stadium.
and I feel like this. I
Oh,
feel like
alright.
soccer over here. The field seems so small.
Compared
it's
to
like-
what fields that you've seen otherwise.
Like watching the World Cup, just scale wise. Not that I've seen it in person, but like the passes up the wing. It's
Yeah.
like here, it was like they kick it to the fucking other corner, and everyone just runs for it. It's
no,
like a boring
I think
game.
you probably are. The fields in Europe are probably bigger.
It seems like you have to like pass up the whole wing. Here there was just like it was like when we played soccer, just fucking kick it up the wing and everybody runs for
I
it.
think that's just an old memory for you. It's not what it is.
I think it was very realistic.
It's a very vivid memory from 6 years ago.
It was super realistic. Was that 6 years ago? They had
What
soccer
game?
That was a while
What
ago.
game is that? I can't even remember.
was
that.
Red
It's like a
Bulls
Red Bulls
versus,
game we went
like-
to. A bunch of us got
Yeah.
tickets, and then we went like tailgate for a little bit. We saw those Mexican families and soccer.
I remember
teams.
going. I just don't remember him.
We, like,
I don't
sat
remember
in, like, a
Beakout's
corner.
going. Yeah.
A corner.
I think we had corner seats for that.
I think we probably had like one or two beers like while sitting and watching. You know.
Yeah.
I remember going and like juggling the ball in the parking lot and shit. And, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't you guys do that every time?
No.
No.
There's,
Then,
it's not,
yeah,
now
that was
where
that
it
was
is,
the one
it's-
then.
now we go to a bar and get drunk and smoke.
Yeah, because there's not like that kind of tailgating scene like there is at Giant Stadium. Like because the stadium now is like right next to Newark, so everyone just chills in the Ironbound section of Newark
It's on Market Street.
Yeah.
and then rage.
So
Saw the Space Needle, rode the monorail that was built in the 60s to it.
Nice.
The monorail is the most disappointing thing, but it's like you have to do it.
Why is it disappointing? It's just
It's
like
a
train?
1960s monorail, and it costs $5 to go like 6 blocks.
Is it just like
And
Oh,
it's like you know
shit.
it was like the future because it was built for the World's Fair. So you know it was like, oh shit, the monorail bringing you to the Space Needle, like
Yeah.
both
Oh,
those
yeah,
things
yeah,
built
yeah,
for the
yeah.
World Fair in the '60s, like.
just boring as fuck now.
And now it's just like you ride the monorail, and you're like, this is just so dumb. Just like this, like you could just feel like the forgotten dream
Yeah.
of what the monorail was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then I got to the Space Needle. It was like super cloudy out that day, so I didn't go up. But I ended up going to this museum called the EMP, like
Magnetic pulse.
Electro Music Project or something like that. And it had like the art of video games exhibit there.
Nice.
It had like
Very cool.
icons of sci-fi.
What's Seattle's?
It had a whole thing to leather jackets.
If you
It was
had
a real
to,
cool
if you had to
museum.
give one Seattle, like if you had to call it a personality archetype, what personality would it be?
Probably hipster.
Like what personality was there, or what personality does it like? For me, it was
No.
like Rainy 3.
No, like New York, you could say is like this,
Joey Buttafuoco,
like-
or like Biggie.
like yeah, Biggie or like Jay-Z or something. Like Seattle is
Seattle, I'm just gonna have to go with a hipster because there's so.
Yeah,
many
you know
of
what
them.
Seattle is? Seattle's
It's
Meg
like,
Ryan. Meg Ryan.
Seattle
Meg
is
Ryan.
like for someone that we know of. I would say it is because the Sleepless in Seattle. I could just put that there. But yeah, it's like
fucking
like
Meg. That's
always
why I don't
wearing,
like
like,
Seattle.
Never
skinny
seen that
jeans and
movie.
like a rain jacket, like a windbreaker.
Really?
Why would I know?
You've never seen Sleep? Have you seen it?
I feel like I've seen parts of it. It's got Tom Hanks in it.
Yeah. And Meg
I
Ryan.
know I've seen Sleepless in Seattle only through
Cable Guy, yeah.
like,
That's the
seeing
only
it
reason
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
That's the
Cable
only
Guy.
reason I know
Dude.
about what
Pretty
that
sure that's
movie
the.
is.
I don't think
You should have
like-
watched it because of Cable Guy.
it's like when Harry Met Sally. Like that, I've definitely seen, but I could totally understand someone being like, no, like I was talking to
I don't think I've
Malaya,
seen
and I was
that
saying, like,
either.
I've never actually seen Star Trek.
like
You know, it's like
an
a huge
episode,
thing, but I've never like sat down and like
like
it's
an episode.
Because even when I was
I've watched
younger,
Star Trek
like when
before.
it was more prevalently on when I was younger on Sci-Fi, it still seemed too adult for me at the time. So I was, I
Even
knew
now,
of it
it's
as
a
a
little
pop
too
culture
adult.
reference, like oh, this is Star Trek, but I never actually sat down to it.
I can't watch Star. I don't
And
think.
that-
I don't
now
know if I've
never
ever
gone back. So
I don't
it's
know.
Like,
If,
that's a huge thing, but I've never actually watched.
I don't know if
Star
I've seen a whole episode. I get too bored every time.
Yeah.
Trek. Yeah,
It's
you
not-
know,
I don't
like you
like
never
it.
watch episode 1 and like
Oh my
get to
God.
learn who the people, like the characters.
You want to know the one
like-
the one episode I watched? I can remember one of the guys lost his blaster pistol, and the entire episode was them like, "My God, we've got to find his pistol." And they're like
just do that.
teleporting around like the ship, like looking through like drawers, like for the pistol. It's just like this is so fucking boring.
Like
Yeah.
you guys could do intergalactic shit, but you can't track a gun.
Like, they yeah,
there's not
it's
GPS on
so-
the gun in the future.
I couldn't believe that's what the episode plot was. Like
So
he
many-
lost his like fucking pistol, and they were like freaked. They're all like, "Must find it." Oh, I think I fell asleep or changed the channel. It was terrible.
There's a lot of Star Trek stuff at the Icons of Sci-Fi.
People love Star Trek, man.
There was
I
that
don't
Stargate
understand.
thing, dude.
Yeah, there was a big bust from the movie Stargate.
That shit's
They
sick.
had Keanu Reeves' jacket or outfit from the second Matrix.
Oh,
There was a whole
The
thing
second
for horror
Matrix.
movies too. That had a bunch of cool stuff in it, like a Predator.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it had like the Jason mask from Friday the 13th and his machete.
Mm-hmm.
It had like a bunch of like really cool. It's kind of weird for a museum, especially the art of video games, because you went in and it was just like these separate setup things with a system in it, and then 4 screenshots of different style games for a system, and it just said what year. Like it wasn't like in front of, there was like an interactive video thing where it would explain one of the 4 games.
you couldn't play anything though.
It had a few things set up. It had like, it had Myst set up for some reason.
Really?
Nice.
It had Flower, Pac-Man, Super Mario World, I believe.
Myst is such a
And
time
Myst, I
committed
was like,
commitment.
Myst
yeah, I
like,
was like, why
Myst,
did they?
no, Myst was really big, man.
No,
It was
but it's not like
big,
a
but it's
quick
you're not
play.
gonna sit down and pick up like Flower.
Pick up
I was
Myst
like,
for, like-
Flower's like it probably feels good. Pac-Man.
I'm just gonna chill here for
obviously.
like 9 hours and play through Myst. Like,
Yeah.
let no one else on this.
That was like one of those games when we were young that kids would just say they knew how to play. Like, I can play Myst.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have Myst.
It was like you were smart or like a good gamer. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I've
Or
been
like,
through
you have
Myst.
something that can play that
It had-
game.
I've been through that, man. I've been through Myst.
The place had like a couple bits of concept art. It had this cool thing I'd never heard of, and I meant to look up. It was called Halo 2600. It looks like what a guy did with, I don't know if it was just the art, but he made like box art, and it looked like there was an Atari 2600 cart of Halo. And I meant to look up if
That
the
looks
guy
cool.
actually made the game or if
Yeah.
it was just this concept.
No, it's probably
thing.
just a
Oh,
concept
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
There's a
probably.
lot
Like
of
you
that
could
stuff.
see some
There's
nerd like
so much
coding
cool
just some dumb Atari
Dude, it's
thing.
so
Like
much.
Halo
there's
looking-
there's on Tumblr. There's such lots of good stuff like that all the time.
All kinds of art, like concept art and fan art and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the displays for the machines would just be like the machine behind glass. But it had like some systems that like I knew of but never actually saw one there. Like it had the Commodore 64. There was like 2 other weird ones that I can't remember, and I was just like, "Whoa, what the fuck are these?" That was a nice exhibit.
Something you said reminded me of something that happened.
Do they have a Turbo Graphics?
Yes. What do I have a picture of here? Oh, the ColecoVision thing.
Oh, ColecoVision. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the.
What does that look
displays.
like? I don't even know.
What was it? Oh, this
just
was
know
the
the
Sega
name.
Master System.
Oh, hell yeah.
But like those are some of the pictures from that place.
Dude, that thing is fucking awesome looking. Fuck.
Cool exhibit. The exhibit to leather jackets, just a whole thing about leather jackets is pretty good. There was like a Jimi Hendrix thing, a Kurt Cobain.
I never got
thing.
into leather jackets.
The Jimi Hendrix thing was real cool. Just
Yeah,
'cause
that's definitely
to
just
a lot
the
of his
concept.
music.
That's sick, though.
But then going through that and like seeing Jimi Hendrix stuff was pretty cool. And then I entered a Tetris tournament, but I got fourth and then walked out before it was even fully over because I was just like, I didn't get enough Tetrises on my run and I wasn't gonna wait in line for another half hour.
Tetris is fun.
Yeah,
I like
Tetris on
I like the
Game Boy,
Windows.
on the Super NES on this huge fucking screen, and you would just go up and everyone.
It's
has
hard
3
to. I
minutes.
feel like it's hard to switch from version to version of Tetris.
It is like there's a lot of specific. That's
Right?
what they do. Like,
it's very
record
nuancy
keeping.
about like which you could hold a record on one, but
I'm not that
shitty
great
on
at
another one.
Tetris. Never really have.
Have you ever seen the documentary Ecstasy of Order?
No.
It's this whole documentary on like the top Tetris players. It was really good because there was the guy that won the Nintendo World Championships.
Isn't there a ceiling though? Because once you're good at like level 10,
Well,
or
that's what
whatever,
it talks about. It talks about certain ceilings. So like you get a perfect score, which was like all 9s across it.
What do you mean? How
Like there
doesn't it go on forever, or do you beat
Well,
level
there's
10?
lines there, and then it gets to a certain point, like, what is the maximum amount? Because it keeps speeding up. And so the highest level people were getting, like, the world records were 100 and level 138. So, not number of lines, but levels. Because,
Wow.
the levels go up and then it
Right.
speeds
So
up.
if I've played at
So-
10, 138 would be over 10 times faster than that.
I forget how it scales
Damn.
up
That's
exactly
ridiculous.
for Tetris.
That's
But
ridiculous.
so people were getting 138 and 139.
If it's linear like
and
that, then it's nuts.
It keeps points, and that's all. Scores change on whether or not you get a Tetris. Getting multiple lines scores more. So people had maxed out, gotten all 9s on the scores. But the guy, I think his name is Thor. He won the Nintendo World Championships in '93. Like he had said he had gotten 140, but like didn't have a picture of it. No
Yeah,
video.
right,
There's
right.
all this controversy. So they're having this big Tetris competition, and he actually does come out. And it's funny. The first day he gets there, they're playing some like obscure systems version of Tetris, and like after his first time going, he breaks the world record for that version.
That reminds me of that other Pac-Man documentary where the guy went and he was like, "Oh,
Yeah, it was kind of like that, but this guy was way less douchey. He was actually like a really good guy.
Oh, all
It
right.
just turned out that his life story was like the fame of the Nintendo thing kind of ruined it. Like his parents weren't making money. He was like trying to make, and he was such an awkward guy. All
Right.
that spotlight on him was so weird. So he kind of like shuttered himself. But so like after they do the competition, he doesn't do well at it or whatever. But then a few months later, he like gives it a go. And then, like, it's after however many tries, but it was, like, an impressive short amount. He reaches level 140, and then it's over. But that's, like, the highest level people have gotten in Tetris then.
Huh.
Before that was 138, 139.
So he wasn't
all that stuff,
full
and he
of
actually
shit.
was able to pull it off and record it. Because, he's like...
That's
he
like
didn't
that's
want,
hard
like,
to do if that's the highest you can go, like to do your best under all that pressure. Like
Yeah.
you'd think like he'd be like, "Oh, I've been getting to 160," and then he gets 140 and breaks the record. But like that's like doing his best.
Yeah, well, because they say, like, there's a limit where you can't move the pieces anymore to the ends. Like, once you hit, I think, 139 or 138, you can't actually get the pieces to the ends.
Oh, and how fast
part
they're
of-
dropping, you mean?
So part of getting the higher
Is that what you
level
mean?
is, like, trying to have it all the way down and hoping you can fill in, like, a center valley and get some more lines when you still can't move to the ends.
It's
And that's
going
how
too
you get
fast
up-
to
it's
move them
going
over.
that fast.
Oh, my God. Just
Aw.
nip, 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 nip. All the pieces.
One of the...
Like,
one
how
of
are you moving?
The top players, he like, modifies his controller so he can do, like, a special fast thing. And he, like...
Oh, that's scary.
Everyone has like
Yeah,
different.
I don't
No,
like
no,
that.
but it's like totally legit. Like they talk about being able to do that. It's like the way he holds it or something.
But it's not. Is the controller actually modified?
No, it's like totally legit. But he just like
Holds it
needs
a
his
certain
to
way.
be like new and in a certain condition because they're using the original NES controller.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like they fucking smash through them with like moving the thumb.
They
thing
go
around.
through like all these
Yeah,
controllers.
because this guy's thing was just always like
You
moving
think the
around.
world would
even
run
though he
out of
knew he was
those?
gonna put it sometimes, just like
Never.
yeah.
Really?
There's
Are there that
probably
many?
Probably. They still make them.
I feel like as they destroy those, I guess they're not destroyed to somebody else who wants to then buy them, right? They're just destroyed for them. Like this one's not good anymore. The button is not. It's not right. It's not right.
The nuts guy Thor, when he sat down, he said his controller actually was messed up for the first round. He didn't complain though. He just mentioned it to the kid that actually does like need it, like his special controller. So he gave him the one that the competition had given him since he was using his own personal one, and it actually like did it. It was but. That guy was so against like being in the spotlight. Like some people were like, "Did he throw the competition just not to win it?" Because you could tell he was just so awkward around people. Really good documentary though.
That's weird.
That's good.
Ecstasy of Order. Yeah, you should check it out.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't think it is. I would have seen it. I heard a theory about the movie Fight Club today that Fight Club is Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes grown up.
Really?
Did you ever read Calvin and Hobbes growing up?
Yeah. I read a lot of Calvin and Hobbes growing up.
The theory claimed it
It
got big on the internet.
Instead of being Hobbes,
there's all these weird similarities.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, you know, he beats himself up. Calvin would always come and like beat up, and his mom would be like, "What happened?" or whatever. And he's like, "Don't ask."
You could say it's just an archetype, you know. But
you could, but
I see that.
like, there's like certain scenes with a bathtub. There's like where he's in the bathtub and Tyler's like sitting there. There's like almost
that is like similar, like setting styles.
Almost like
Calvin
certain shots line up, like from certain comic strips too. I mean, I don't. It would be even crazier if there was like an anagram or something for Calvin in one of their names, but I don't think that exists.
I mean, because you can make that fit with a bunch of things, but
right.
That is like the archetypes are similar.
It got some traction online. That theory.
I thought it sounds
good.
like a Reddit thread.
I didn't see the original where it became original. I just saw it on some other website that talked about it. But something you said before reminded me of something that happened at work. My boss called up. My boss called in the morning, and all he said, he didn't say hello or good morning. He just said, "Did you send the update?" And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. The update.
And then it just zooms in on your face, like real close. Did you send the update?
Did you send the
ominous thing, like in a B movie that they never spell out? It's the update. We need it.
You gotta send it.
Get me that update.
Well, he said, "Did you send the update?" And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you be more specific? He's like, "Did you send the update to?" And then he named the trucking company or whatever. I could just whatever I was say. "Did you send the update to DM Bowman?" I was like, I mean, I send updates all day. I don't know what you mean by the update. He's like, "The update to DM Bowman, letting him know the container's available, Matthew." And I was like, sure. I mean, I sent them an update. Do you mean an update? Like, you're saying like I was supposed to know about it or something. And then he was like,
"It's a proper noun."
And then he his whole tone changed. He was like, yeah. Did you send an update, I guess? And I was like, well, there's a fucking big difference, man. The update is it's like something I should have known about or something. What the hell? What the hell? He's all pissed about it. Like,
there's a difference between a man and the man.
Then I actually said to him, I was like, what if I said to you, "Are you going to wear the shoes today?" Like, it's a lot different from asking if you're going to come to work with shoes on. And he was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, are you wearing the shoes to work today? And he was like, I gotta go, Matt. And then he hung up. I'm like, all right, fucking asshole.
Feels like such a dick.
Wearing the shoes.
Just blew his mind. There was something else too later. I can't remember it though. We did something really dumb like that.
Oh, come on, remember.
We had to explain it to him. Like, we had to break it down. Like, the English is sometimes the English language.
Please remember it.
All right, you guys.
Yeah, there's no way you're gonna get it with keeping that pressure on you.
You guys riff for a minute. Hold on.
When I was in Seattle, I ended up meeting up with 4 past Peace Corps volunteers. So we got to see a Malian musician. That was pretty good. Like, at this jazz place.
What a coincidence!
I know, it was really like getting into town because I heard it on the radio before I went to the Museum of Flight. Like, them saying Fatu Diwara was gonna be there.
What kind of music?
Malian music.
I mean, like, what's that? Like,
singing it, like she was singing in Bambara. Okay. And then after the show, like, we waited in line and we went up and talked to her, and then we got to speak to her in Bambara. She was all blown away, like, white people speaking Bambara.
Yeah, she's probably like super pumped.
Yeah, it got to the point where they had to shoo us. Yeah, it did. She was just like, oh, and then it got to the point where they had to like shoo us away.
Why?
Well, because there's other people in line.
Stop talking
us,
to her.
It was
Stop.
Like, she was always sitting there with us. She like got up. She's like, "Oh, let's take a picture together. This is so good."
Yeah. Everyone else was like, "Fuck," trying to say what you said.
These guys are gonna have the best interaction with her of the fucking night. Like,
the next guy's like, "Takato."
Like, everyone in line, like, I'm gonna say this to her. That's just like
Billy
5
Billy
people
Bop.
get to go up there
Billy
and speak
Billy
the
Bop.
language. Yeah. Like,
well, what did you say? What did you say?
Billy Billy Bop.
We just told
Billy
her
Billy
like,
Bop. Boy.
Bunga.
And she was like,
no, what does that mean?
What? Oh, Billy Billy Ba means really big.
Yeah, I'll never forget that shit. Billy
like,
Billy
we
Ba.
greeted her in the language, and
Billy,
then
Billy,
she was like, "Oh, you guys speak Bambara," and then we answered back, and we're like, "Yeah, we used to live there." And then she was like, "Whoa!" Like, once we started saying like more than just greetings,
we'll say
like,
something.
Told her we're like, "What?"
Say
Antun sigil malila, ne bora sakasa marala. Hey, terike ibara yorojiman. That would be me saying we all lived in Mali. I came like.
Hey, pretty much, man.
You say say bora, like kabo is like to leave, so bora is the past tense. It means like to come out. So like, oh, I came out of I left the Sakasa region.
I came out when I was in Mali.
Yeah, and then ibora,
yeah,
like you, you come out of Yoro, like place.
I was making a gay joke.
I make gay jokes all day, dude.
I don't remember the other work story, but I remember another one that's just as good. My other boss has a bad habit of completely misunderstanding you. His first language is Spanish, but he's been here over 20 years. Like he knows he has a large vocabulary. It's just sometimes his like comprehension or something. It fucks with me because he's just like he's an idiot sometimes.
Yeah.
I came over there to ask him a question. I went over there to ask him a question, and it's not going to make sense because like the terminology. But
dumb it up for us. How would you say it to a layman?
I guess I was like, "Is this customs released?" Or I don't know. It's hard to do, but
just fucking say what you mean.
Is this customs released? And he's like, "Well, if you look at the timestamp, when." Not yet, but what about the exam charges? And I was like, what does that have to do with the release? I just want to know, like, if it is or not. I can't really tell by this document. And he's like, Matthew, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the exam charges. I'm like, you're talking about the exam charges. I came over here to ask you something. And then, but when he realized he was wrong, he went back on it, and he was like, well, that's what I said from the beginning. He does that with all the time. All right, well, hold on. Here's a better example. That Supreme Court thing, I don't know if we talked about it last time, with the gay couple.
The welfare,
yeah.
Paying more.
My boss was talking about that to him. Explain the whole thing. This couple had to pay taxes, and if they were a straight married couple, they wouldn't have had to pay taxes. He's like, okay, so the issue is whether they should be able to get married or not. And we're just... No, that's
issue's
not
the tax.
The issue is the money, and that the fact that they're gay, they wouldn't. And he's like, well, that's what I said. Is the issue is that the state that they can get married, you can get married as a gay couple in one state, not in another. Just like looking at him, like, no, it's not
tax
money. But then he'll be like, well, that's what I said. It's whether they have to pay the money or not, and he'll say what is right, and he'll just like backpedal the shit out of it.
No, that's what I was saying. I just using.
But he's a dick about it.
Word,
But he's a dick about it, and it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, I'm I was there.
I was there. You're the idiot. Like what? I'm the idiot.
Yeah, what I was saying. What I was saying the entire time, Matt.
Fuck.
Nailed it.
Fuck.
Keith, you ready for soccer on Sunday?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
I am. Get pumped.
I definitely am. I'm pumped.
We're green. We're gonna go out there. We're playing against the black team.
I think I need to go get new cleats.
Like they're all black.
No, like we're the green color team. They're the black color team in the league.
Are they
green versus black?
Do you know anything about them?
Our name is like Hero Gas.
Healthy Gas.
Healthy Gas.
And it references
Healthy Gas.
Farts.
Yeah.
Is it just you two?
No,
it's like a team.
We didn't even come up with
14 people.
Team of 50.
Last year, we were,
what?
We were like
team of 50.
Something with heart attacks.
Involved. What? I didn't even think we had a name.
You weren't on this team fall last year. You didn't sign up for it.
You
were having an August of your life.
The Beating Strokes. Were you the Beating Strokes?
No, we weren't the Beating. I want it to be like.
What would your ideal soccer team name be?
My ideal soccer team, just a sports team name in general.
What about Be Real?
FC Boner.
Your nickname.
Be Real? Yeah. Yo, Be Real over here.
Be Real. Instead of Be Real, Be Real?
Yeah.
AFC Bornado.
AFC
Bornado.
Bornado. Hornado. More like Slagnado.
I don't know. I don't have, like...
Why do you have all that alcohol?
Those are all empties.
It doesn't look empty.
That just makes it sound even worse.
That's like a lot of alcohol.
There's like 6 beer cans, and then there's an empty handle and then a half-drank handle.
For everyone else who can't see, he's got
2 handles of whiskey. Well,
he's
2
got
bottles.
4 recycle bins full of 2-liter gin bottles.
No, those MGDs.
And then a wave.
Gin.
And then a Wave Rider.
Does anyone still drink gin?
Then a Wave Bird.
Do people still drink gin?
Yeah, man, I love gin.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Gin's like not cool with any age group. I
People
feel
are
like
into like
dude.
gin martinis.
nobody's
man.
into that.
Gin and tonics are great.
Yeah, Keith's Malaya loves gin and tonic.
Gin and
Yeah.
tonic, gin and tonic is
not
like
for me. I'm a
yeah,
whiskey
no,
man.
gin and tonic
I
is
like
like
whiskey,
you
too.
like it, but it's like a fucking like wearing.
You like it, but
It's like no,
here's
it's
what
like
it
for the
is.
here's what it is. It's for a guy that wears penny loafers,
No, it's not.
like an old suit. He's got like an
No.
old
So
suit.
a writer.
A writer slash
Gin and tonic, dude. It's just a drink.
no.
Yeah. I drink.
saying
I drink
Bloody
lots
Marys
of
are
drinks.
just-
Gin
I
and
love
ton-
Bloody Mary.
Gin is not cool for any age group.
Yeah, it is, man. It's cool all the
No,
time.
dude, gin is like, gin bars. Like gin bars are.
No, that's
are
not
a thing.
cool. That is
Those
Gin-
aren't
stupid.
cool, but
That
I'm
just
saying like
that just
gin is
helps
so-
me, dude. That just helps my point.
But like
gin
that
bar.
exists, like a
Gin
specialty
bar.
gin bar.
Fucking
man,
empty
like-
gin bar.
Yeah.
Saddest thing.
It's a drink for a certain
Three,
time.
like,
Like, I'm
dusty
not gonna.
bottles.
If I'm going out at the bar, I'm not gonna order a gin and tonic. But if I'm just like chilling during the day, like it's 3:00 in the
I'm
afternoon.
never ordering a gin and
Yeah,
tonic.
I am not
Ever.
either.
I
But
enjoy
when
the
I'm-
taste.
one or buying gin. I'm
I
never
enjoy
buying
the
gin.
taste of a gin tonic, but when I order one, I feel like, man, I got no idea. It's just give me a gin and tonic, I guess. Something I heard.
I say like whiskey and coke then, or just straight whiskey.
Right, I would say that. And if
That's 'cause
if
I
I
drink
got hit
whiskey,
on the
yeah.
head and I suffered amnesia or something, I'd be like, I guess I'll have a gin and tonic, and the bartender would be like, well, sad day for you, buddy.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
what?
That's every time
tonic
I've ever
like
had
this.
it.
That's not what it is at all.
Tonic, like, all right, when you
Gin and
drink,
tonic's just a good
know why
drink.
it's bad? Because like, when you buy soda, no one buys like, yeah, I'm gonna get a bottle of tonic. I'm gonna get 20 ounces of tonic
Tonic.
because it's awful. So you're taking this awful
It's
thing you
tonic
never
water.
want,
Have
you ever
and
just
you're
had
mixing
tonic?
it with
I don't
gin, which is
think-
another drink you never want. It.
I
Any
don't
other
think-
point.
I don't-
It's
Exactly.
two drinks you never want.
I don't think you
with
buy
the
it to
fucking
drink
lime.
by itself. I
No,
think
I'm just
you buy
asking,
it-
have you ever tried it by itself?
Yeah,
Like,
it tastes like shit.
I have a
I did
bottle
it by
of tonic
accident. I
that's
thought
been
it
in
was-
here for 6 months because Malaya left it here, and it's still sitting in there.
I remember when I
undrank.
was young, before I knew what it was, tonic water. It was
It's not
sitting
my
on my
favorite drink.
sitting
but
on my
it's a good
counter.
drink.
I remember it from like cartoons, like,
and I had a
spraying
swig of it, and I was just like, oh, like, what is that?
Ah!
it. Like, oh, is this medicine?
This is oh. What is that even for, other than gin and tonics?
Like back in the day, you'd mix it with syrup
For?
to make a drink. Like before they had like pre-mixed sodas. It would be
To
seltzer
make,
water
to make a
or
soft
soda
drink? To make
water.
a soft drink?
That was like a style. Like you had soda
Yeah.
water normally, but then you had like seltzer water.
But it wasn't.
tonic water.
It's not alcoholic we're talking about.
No.
No.
Really?
Well, it's a
tonic
mixer.
water?
It's a mixer.
Yeah, you don't drink it.
I
By
do.
itself. I don't
It's water.
think. I don't think people
like
just
water.
buy tonic to drink tonic.
There was
Yeah, 'cause
somebody.
It's awful.
I saw this video of this guy talking up a big game. He had this beaker. He had this beaker in his hand. He's like, I'm
What
gonna.
kind? Do you know what kind?
What kind of beaker it was?
Yeah.
No.
Like there's different names.
Like brands?
No, like the shape of it.
Oh, it was like a. It was like a.
The classics, like the Erlenmeyer flask,
It was like a cylinder measuring cup style beaker.
like a graduated cylinder, like a cylinder with markings going up the side. a little
It had
stand.
markings. It was about this big, baseball size width. Yay tall.
All right, let's go.
All right,
Let's
yeah,
get-
all right.
let's
So he
get
had
to the
this
story.
beaker, and he's talking up this big game about
Talking
how
about a
not all
beaker.
chemicals. Okay, well, first let me preface this
Oh
by
my
saying.
God.
Let me preface this by
Go
saying I
through
got
all the lab equipment.
I didn't know that there's a whole community around electronic cigarettes. And-
Of course.
No, but like there, you know how in every community
there's
there's
a
jargon.
solidarity?
There's
Like,
jargon.
Is there a brotherhood?
There's like a weird. It's really weird, man,
Oh,
on
this
YouTube.
is- I don't know how it
It's a
couldn't be
YouTube
weird.
scene too.
The YouTube scene, dude. It's like the guys that smoke Marlboros on YouTube. Have you ever seen those guys?
No.
I
They-
don't go
they
deep
sit
on
there-
YouTube ever.
I've been there years ago, and this one.
Bring me down the path. Let's go.
You don't
Yeah.
even want to know about this
They
scene,
just
dude.
sit in front
These
of a
guys,
camera
they
and
sit in front of
smoke?
a camera. It's only Marlboros. They sit there and they light up a Marlboro, and sometimes they have no shirt on. The one video I'll never forget. This guy's sitting there smoking a Marlboro, and he's like, "Yeah, if you ever want to just come by, smoke some Marbs, I'm always down. Just message me on here." But it's all and I was watching these videos. I'm like, this is so weird. These guys like trying to make
Like
friends.
that's what you get together over.
Yeah, I was like, are these
Smoking a
guys trying to make
Marlboro?
friends? And then
This 5-minute thing.
and then I felt like such an idiot when I realized that it was like they're all gay, and I've been watching these videos of these guys like smoking Marlboro, trying to get other gay guys to come over, and like
Just come smoke some
the initiation to hang out
Yeah.
is smoking Marlboros. It was the weirdest fucking thing, man. These videos.
It's like the way to advertise yourself. mouth.
Oh
yeah,
my God,
yeah.
that's-
Sit
You
there with a
know, you
Marlboro.
know, like depending on what cigarette it is, it probably means what you'll do.
Exactly. No, that has to be it, dude. Because
So did you go that?
they were
deep? Like,
so
because you know
specific
bandana
about
code.
it being a Marlboro.
Like you know
Yeah.
bandana code where it's like what color, like there's like really deep ones, but there's like
Totally.
the basic ones of like what color it is and where you're wearing it says like what you'll do sexually.
It's a
It's
language,
like what
man.
cig you're smoking and how you're sitting.
It's
and,
a
like,
language.
Yeah.
Fucking smoking Marlboros on YouTube. I'm sitting there like I watched like 10 of them. Like, what the fuck is this? I couldn't figure it out. And it's like, oh, these guys are totally gay. But they're like this. They were like femi gay guys. They're just
I'll
like
totally come smoke some Marbs,
any
bro.
bros want to come over and smoke some Marbs and like hit me up and we can get together. It was just so gay though. Like,
Oh my God, that's fucking
That's
weird.
great.
but anyway,
man.
so this e-cig scene, it's called vape. It's called vaping.
Okay.
Have you heard this term?
I
I've
mean,
heard the
yeah,
term.
vaping
if you
for
smoke
smoking weed.
right for smoking weed.
Well,
but
that's what you're doing. You're vaporizing. It's nicotine vape.
I just didn't
Yeah.
know like that's what like they're all like I vape. But there's this
Oh,
video.
to say like I smoke e-cigs, you say
Yeah.
you vape instead of you smoke.
Yeah,
Okay,
vape. Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
So there was this one video response to like some news thing about e-cigs have FDA
Vaping?
the e-cigs the FDA found 4 chemicals in them and they named the chemicals. Some of these chemicals are tied to cancer and this and that.
Yeah.
And the guy's like has a beaker and he pours this liquid in it and he's like, I've got a chemical substance here. This will dissolve most
I think I know where you're going.
the most things over time. This will dissolve most things over any amount of time. It's used in making of atomic bombs. It's a chemical that we find everywhere. It's used in food, and I'm gonna drink it. It's called dihydrogen monoxide.
Oh, water.
Yeah, and he drank it, and then he's like, "It's water." Blah blah blah. And I don't remember what the point of this was, but anyway,
But that happens.
but that fucking happened. Dude.
That exists out there.
That exists, and also
The e-cig community?
the FDA thing. The study was like some rigged study funded by like the tobacco
yeah,
companies
what side
or
of the story are you
something.
getting that from?
Dude, the darkest places,
God Lake Productions.
the underbelly of the internet.
Look it up on Snopes.
No, it was really shitty though, but it was totally unverified. But that exists.
So I finished the Walking Dead video game that everyone loves so much.
Good.
The one that what people loved or the new
Yeah,
one?
the one that
people
won like
hate?
Game of the Year
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
shit. It was actually really
It's
fucking
not
cool,
to be
man.
confused with the shitty new one.
No,
No.
not that garbage looking one. It was very,
The
very
story game.
dude, emotional ending for real.
You feeling?
Ooh, woo! It was a fun game. Though.
I wish
It
I
was fun.
wasn't remembering all the things I wanted to talk about now. Now
Are
that
you?
we're
Yeah,
like
'cause
50
coming
minutes
up
in.
on that, yeah.
Fuck.
But yeah, you said you really got phased by the ending of that game, right? Too.
I almost cried.
Yeah, but dude, like, how did it end for you?
Same way.
Same lead chain to the water
That's
heater.
the good thing about that game is you make all these decisions and you really feel like you've got this
Does it
path.
end that way for everyone though? Is there another ending?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, you looked that up.
There's no other ending. Yeah, I did. But you really feel like you got to that point
Yeah.
and like your decisions. But no,
How did Ben die for you?
I don't. I did. It was like too long ago for me now.
He didn't. Did he fall off the balcony at the end? Like,
Yes,
okay.
Yep. and
Kenny went and died after trying to like freak out and save him.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. Fuck Kenny, man.
Yeah.
That guy sucks. I never liked that guy. I never wanted to be
He's
on
too
his team at
sympathetic
all. I didn't always like argue with him.
Yeah.
I just
That's what I'm
never
trying
like
to figure
committed
out
to
is,
Kenny.
like,
You know,
I don't, because like it was always like at the end it shows your choices and shit.
right?
I
and
was
it's
I
what
feel like I
percent-
was like 4 out of the 5 were always in the like lingering in the halfways. You know, like really close to halfway.
right.
And I'd have one that was like a radical, like 25.
Yeah, me too.
Or like 75%.
Did you steal the food?
That's where you just
Yes.
went
Did
off
you
the
take the
deep
food?
end.
I
Yeah,
took the
so
food.
that was
I
obviously
took
like
the
that
food.
guy, and you know. at
I
the
didn't
end.
realize that like that was a choice that mattered. I was just like,
But
yeah,
like,
fuck,
what
take
happens
the
if
food.
you didn't take the food? What would that guy be doing at the end?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but
He would have been something else.
I don't know all the storylines.
Well, yeah, because I took the food. That guy freaked out, and he was all like, "Man,
No, I almost cried at the end. It was a good story. You know what else? Actually, you know what else? This is it's hard for me to admit. Actually,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
I beat
Why?
like
oh my
80%
god.
of Donkey Kong Country 3 on my flights this week.
Oh, there-
Admit it.
What, me?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Donkey Kong.
No, admit what you were gonna admit.
Dude, it was great going
Stop,
back straight. If I
dude.
plowed through it more and I didn't watch West,
You serious?
just pulling teeth
I don't
out
want
of
to
it.
hear this fucking garbage Donkey Kong crap. Who cares about that?
I want to hear this Walking Dead thing.
Come
It
on.
has nothing to do with Walking Dead. I like pretty much bawled my eyes out when I was watching this thing on that law in Oregon. It's the only. I always never know if I should
But
say.
wait, is this unrelated?
Oh, Oregon or Oregon?
Yeah, I never know what I should say.
Wait, I'm confused now. Is this related to Walking Dead?
Well, it's about me getting emotional.
It's
Okay.
Oregon.
All right.
It's Oregon.
It's Oregon.
Oregon.
It's the only state that it's legal in. It's
Oregon.
the doctor-assisted
Oregon.
suicide.
I actually don't know.
Okay.
Do you know about that?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you know about everything?
Because I listened to fucking shit all week.
What do you mean? So do I. I don't know about everything.
I mean, the thing you're talking about, that guy was getting in trouble for putting down however many fucking people by prescribing him an amount that would kill him.
Nope, not what I'm talking about.
You didn't hear about that one? Did you hear about the guy that was doing the abortions?
Wait. So do you not know what I'm talking about?
Well,
I
just
might
talk
not. Now
about
go
it.
on.
There's a law. No, you can. If you're terminally ill, doctors can prescribe you a medicine that will kill you, and it's legal. It's legal.
Yeah,
it's
but
not,
they prescribe you a dose that'll kill you. Yeah.
It's not a dose of something that normally wouldn't kill you. It's like specifically to kill you. Period.
That's the only medical purpose it has?
Yeah. Well, I don't know that to be fact.
No, what I'm saying is what I remember from hearing this story was that it was something that you would use, but if you used enough of it, it would kill you.
Yeah, no, this is
because otherwise there'd be no
you.
reason to have that.
I don't
kind
know
of
what this
go
is. I've never heard of this. Just walking down the street like this.
Yeah.
That's what I remember here.
No, but this wasn't about a specific case or like person. It became that way at the end, but it wasn't like controversial because anything the doctor did. It was controversial because that's a law. Period. It's the only state that it's legal in. But this woman was only in her 50s, and she kept having recurring cancer. So she was prescribed this thing, and it would kill her whenever she was ready to die if she didn't want to suffer. That's legal in Oregon, and the whole thing was about, she would have it in her drawer, and she was always going back and forth on like setting a date of when she was going to kill herself, and they were going to bring the family in, and it just blew my mind because like if you put yourself in those shoes, that'd be so hard. How do you like sit down and smile like knowing like, oh, May 22nd my mom's gonna like she's gonna take that and die because she doesn't want to suffer from this cancer.
Well, it's weird for her because like. Yeah, it's like you don't know. You'll never know.
Should you commit to it? Like, you never know how long is longer.
Yeah, like, would I make it through tomorrow? Like every day, like, I could get through tomorrow.
Right,
right. It's like,
But what started happening, and she was fine. She was like, she felt great, and she was like, the doctor told her she only had so long to live, and that she would start to go downhill and feel really shitty. But for so much, like an extra year almost.
Like 18 years later. Yeah.
No, like an extra year. She was only supposed to have like a month.
Yeah.
For like an extra year, she's like, I'm gonna make. She was like, I think I'm gonna make it till Christmas, and they're all excited. And then like Christmas came, and her liver or her kidneys started failing, and she was getting like super bloated, like, and she had a tube that would drain like this bile from her constantly, because if she didn't, she just blew up and like all this pressure on her ribs. So she's just lying in bed at the end. And like when she decided to actually do it, and like got the family there, and they were like singing like Christmas carols, and like she took it, and like just it puts you in a coma, and you just drift off and you die. And like she did that.
Sounds awesome.
And like they're filming it, and I just like I lost it, dude. The family was there. I just fucking lost it. It was just like way too intense for me to watch.
That's intense as fuck.
It is,
you
man. Holy
attach
shit.
To it, yeah.
Like because the whole thing's
like
building up,
sad.
and you're watching this woman, and it's just.
Well, they make you attached to the woman, yeah.
You're praying she's going to make it or whatever. But all you could really hope for this woman was that she would die peacefully. And I mean, that's what happened. But, the family's there. It's just like, I just fucking lost it. I never, like, cried like that watching something. It's just like, go!
You think that's a product of getting older?
Nah.
Becoming emotional things? Yes.
I think so, too.
Like when I get
more of a more emotional when watching emotional stuff now than I used to be.
I used
I've
to be
always
ever,
been
dude.
that way.
Fucking
You know what?
hate admitting this right now.
I
I
feel
don't
like
hate it. Why?
just-
It doesn't mean anything.
It's just like it's such a weird shade. Just like you notice, like your eyes will well
and
at
you're like,
something every now and then.
so
That's
much
what
empathy.
I feel like I
never
have
willed
like
at
I feel like I
anything
kind of
before.
have been always like the same. Like some stuff always just gets me
Really?
like emoed.
Yeah,
so
me,
much,
it was
like-
never like that. Getting
Really?
emoed like that.
so much empathy
It's
for
rare,
like
but,
fictional characters and stuff.
Like when my buddy Jared came, like when Jared left, there was just a little bit of, oh man. And Norman would be like, all right, that's over, on to the next thing. And instead of like that, just like, yeah.
I guess.
Like watching something.
Now that
could
you
just get
mention
grabbed
that, though,
by it.
I always attribute it to doing psychedelics. I feel like from when I did mushrooms and
Maybe.
acid, I could when we saw Snakes on a Plane post acid, I almost cried at Snakes on a Plane. Like, fuck. And then from then on, movies, I always felt so much empathy towards fictional characters. But now you mentioned getting older is probably it. That makes a lot more sense than like I did acid. Now I'm feel for people.
Just like one of those things, like, oh, this comes on, then eventually you want to get married and have a kid. It's like, oh,
no, but
this
there's guys in their 40s that don't like get emotional over things. That's like a running.
No, like,
you know,
not like that. Not everyone cries at Snakes on a Plane. You know what I'm saying?
There's definitely dudes in their 40s that don't get emotional.
There's assholes. Oh, really? There's assholes? Like,
well, you know, it's like a thing, though. It's not common, I feel like, for maybe just guys
I
don't
think
talk
it is
about
common.
it. This is becoming very gay.
Yeah.
This is so gay. I'm editing this out.
But no, it's funny because like any changes that you notice now in yourself, like when you were like in your teenage
Guys, I'm
years,
changing.
you didn't have this history. Are you guys doing this thing change?
My body's changing.
As you get older, you're going to be noticing some changes in your body. Sally's going to be.
Sally's gonna start.
But you didn't have like a history bank to compare to when those first ones happened. So anything now, you have this thing to compare to, and you're like, oh, you kind of catch it. When before, I feel like you never notice things until way later.
Yeah.
Happens.
It happens.
Yeah,
There's an empathy there that I didn't used to have. I feel like for fucking Sam Jackson on a plane.
Samuel L.
No, you know what it was? It was when the kid got bit by a snake. Do you remember when the little kid got bit?
I don't remember
And he was
any of
crying
those
to his
things
mom.
on
I was just like
All right, you're getting like
lost,
there's always so much buildup.
like
Snakes on a
face
Plane.
trembling.
That's why my screen gets blurry.
All right, let's talk about working out for a sec.
Something
I
that
mean, we
you
can
don't
wrap
do
this up.
though.
It's on an hour.
Yeah, I just want to.
Hotel gym.
I just want to ask you something. Do your muscles ever tremble while you're doing an exercise?
Definitely.
What is that?
Just like fatigue.
Of course, he knows about it.
Of course, I know
Well,
about
he
it
knows
too.
about it too.
Yeah,
Anytime you do it,
That's
'cause
what you're supposed
trying,
to do.
Like you try and get yourself.
That's
like,
where you
in
want to
sets-
stop.
No, that's
Like-
debatable. I read something on it that like
It's-
doctors can't say like that's a good thing.
It's
or
It
not
feels
always, but
fucking
when you
good.
do a set, you kind of want to have a weight where, like, you know, depending on how many you're doing, like you're shooting for like 10 or 20. Like at that point, your arms start to shake and you can't push it out anymore. And then like the amount of rest time you take is important.
Well, because my legs tremble when I sit down.
That could just be RLS.
That happens to me
No,
too.
that's
Sometimes
not
that
what
happens
RLS
to me too,
is.
man.
That's not
I
what
mean,
RLS
you just mean
is.
like a vibrating shake, like on the quad or
no,
something.
no. I mean like in the moment, in the action of sitting, my muscles shake while
Like you
because
got
I'm
old man knees.
like I'm
giving
straining
out?
my weight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I can repeatedly do it. And they don't tremble like when I'm sitting. I don't have restless legs. It's just like, you know, my muscles actually will shake in the act
It
of.
could just be that you need to stretch more.
I've been stretching, and I thought maybe like doing squats, like my legs wouldn't tremble.
Yeah.
So that's an experiment I've undertaken.
Yeah, dude, just start doing like 150 body weight squats.
True Bonercast, number 9.
Yeah, number 9. All right.
All right.
What?